Greetings and salutations, guys, gals, and transvestites. It's the sexiest guy in the world, here to spit my Mensa certified treasure trove of brainage upon all of you. Yes. And what am I using my plethora of knowledge that is on the same level as people like Albert Einstein, Stephen, or the cool version of him, Stefan Hawking's, or Professor X. What am I using this great knowledge for? Hello! Video games, of course, with undertones of sex and drugs. Geez, it's what I always use my God-given gift for. Yes, sir. Oh, and by the way, I ate a bowl of Jell-O today. I thought I'd like to share that with you. You know, guys, it can really be a struggle to get all that Jell-O into the spoon without it falling all over the place. A lesser man would have gave up after the bowl I ate. Okay, I know I did a big old song and dance, but what the topic of this flick is meant to be is I will be going over 50 upcoming games, and I will be rating them on Puppy Dump Me, my hype level for said games on a 1 to 10 scale, with a 10 being the highest, which would be like 2 4-packs of Steel Reserve bath salts and a pack of Newport Camels. Oh, Newport Camels! That's like a collab of 2 of the most legendary cigarettes in the world. Oh, okay. Yes, and I said a 1 to 10, so like a 1 would be it would be like a night watching the 700 Club while I split a Zima with my lesbian neighbor. Yeah. Wait. A lesbian watching the 700 Club? Well, that sure is an oxymoron if I ever heard one.
Sonya wins.
Okay. You know what? Let's just get started. Oh, and before I start this video, you're gonna see all the names below. Yeah, I guess you could say the special effects are going a little bit higher for the video today. I'm not trying to brag, but my last couple videos have been making me 34 cents instead of 20. So my budget is going through the roof. Pow! And we begin.
Fatality.
Resident Evil 2 Remake. That is a solid 8. I already played the demo, even though I had it pre-ordered and whatnot. And that just blew me away. I was like, woo! That game is beautiful! Next game. Kingdom Hearts 3. That's a solid 7. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love role-playing games, but I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, so I just don't understand the hype. But it is the hype that made me pre-order and get so into this game. Coffee just wants to be involved, okay? Is that so wrong? Is it? Okay. Next game. God Eater 2. Yeah. I don't want God eat. And neither should you. Shame on any of you that play that game. Shame, shame, shame. Next game, Trials Rising. Oh, that's a game where you're riding a motorbike and you do some sweet jumps. That game is a 5 for me. Never played the earlier games, but it would be kind of cool. But then again, I think about it, nothing's cooler than driving around in a 79 Pinto that you named Old Bertha. My life is cooler than any Trials Rising game, but still, I don't know. Okay, next game, we have Crackdown 3. There was a point in me that I was hyped-a-docious about this game, But then it got delayed in 2016, and delayed again in 2017, and delayed again in 2018. Wait, what year is it? Fake watch. It's 2019. I am sorry, my hype is... That means it's dead for this game. So, you know, the destruction mechanics, they had my eyes open like I was like, you know, the guy on Love After Lockup Season 1. Yeah, that guy. But, yeah, the delays kill me. Usually I don't mind delays, but this game just, ugh. And now we have Far Cry New Dawn. Anyone that knows me knows I don't like the Far Cry games. I think they're generic. I think they are repetitive. Their main missions don't impress me. And they're immature as Pete. And that's saying something because I say a lot of doggone immature stuff. I saw someone arguing about how Far Cry 2 was the greatest Far Cry game ever made. If that was the best Far Cry game ever made, then your standards are pretty damn low. Far Cry New Dawn is a 4 for me. Next game we have Jump Force. That's a 3. I don't even know what Jump Force is. It's like some anime fighting game. I play animes, but I don't play fighting games. No! Oh, you see me drop the helmet? Oh, hell yeah! No, 3. Next game, Metro Exodus. That game is a solid motherfucking 8 for me. Even though IGN's been hating on it a little bit, there are so many other sites I've looked at. It's all positive except for IGN. I don't think they're getting it. The Metro games have always been about atmosphere and telling a story. Sure, the AI was never that good, but the game always worked. And this game, from what I see, it's a beautiful looking game. It's what Fallout 76 should have looked like. I can't wait for this game, so it is an 8. Anthem, that's a 6. Man, I love BioWare, but for some reason this game just isn't sold on me. BioWare created 2 of my top 5 favorite games of all time. Actually, top like 9 favorite games of all time. They made my number 1 game, Dragon Age Origins, like my 8th or 9th favorite game, Dragon Age Inquisition. But they also released the dog shit known as Dragon Age 2, but I blame that on EA. But anyway, I don't know. I hope I love this game because I love me some BioWare, but right now it's just a 6. Next game, Dirt Rally 2.0. That's a 7. The Dirt games are the only racing games I play at the moment. I think I bought every one since like Dirt 2. So yeah, that's a big old thumbs up. Roll thumbs up, yes. Next game, Toe Jam and Earl back in the groove. That's a 6. I guess it's a platformer game. I think back in the day, Toe Jam and Earl for the Sega, that was like a game where you searched and looked for a body part, or you looked for parts of like your toilet so you could take a massive dump, because I guess Toe Jam or Earl, he didn't feel comfortable taking shits in like public restrooms. Hey, who can blame them? But I don't know if this game's gonna be good, but I'm gonna give it a chance because I liked it back in the 90s. Yes. Okie dokie, misters. Now we have Devil May Cry 5. I told you there'd be some cool special effects, and it really doesn't get much cooler with Hand Through the Lake. Okay, this game is a solid 8 for me. There really is... I was kind of worried about a lot of the hack and slash action games after God of War came out because they set the bar so doggone high. But Devil May Cry is more akin to like a Bayonetta type action hack and slash game, and I think they're going to bring it. They know what they're doing, so that's a solid 5. Now we have Total War 3 Kingdoms. You know, I heard these RTS games are legit. I even had Shogun Total War back in like 2010. Guess what? It had like a 90 on Metacritic, but I never opened the motherfucker. And I won't be buying or opening this one either. So that's a fucking 2. Might be a great game, but I don't know. Next game, we have The Division 2 coming in at a 7. I was one of the few people out there that adored The Division. The way I played it is I played it on hard. I was kind of a little bit underleveled, and I had some of the most intense single-player fights, boss battles of all time. And the people that played the alpha are saying really, really good things about The Division 2. Sure, The Division 1 had broken multiplayer. We all know that. It was gear-based and not skill-based. But doggone it, I liked it. You know what I mean? We all have something in our heart that, most people don't like, but you do. Okay, and that is what The Division is for me. So I'm hyped about The Division 2. That's a solid 7. Okay, where are we? We are, next game, Sinking City. I'm going to give that a 6. When I saw footage of this game, I was like, damn, this shit looks little delicious. But I'm going to drop it down just a little bit because there is that Call of Cthulhu game that came out, I want to say in November. And it just, I read about some of the issues it had, and it just kind of turned me off. So, and that game, look, Paywater, G-Dog. What do you think, old Finn Balor? Wasn't Call of Cthulhu. That shit looked lit. But old Vinnie Mac said it was Garbino. So, I'm going to, temper my expectations when it comes to Sinking City. That's a 6. Okay, next game. We have From Software's next title, aka the people that made the Demon Souls and Dark Souls and Bloodborne games. Sekiro. Shadows Die not once but twice. Oh, that is a solid 9 for me. Even though they are dropping the RPG mechanics and focusing more on action, I think this game's gonna be awesome, G-Dog. It's gonna be hot and shit. And I can handle it because I'm all about gym, tanning, and there should be an M here because his mom does laundry. I sure ain't doing it. I don't know where the bleach goes and the thug goes. Oh, actually, I do. I'm just acting the character. But anyway, I am so hyped about Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice, and that's the game I am so looking forward to. Next, we have Tropical. What the fuck? This game was a Tuffy Talks Gaming episode. They tricked me so I could mention it twice. Tom, they have the next fucking game in mind. I'm mad. 1. I don't even know what happens in this game. Next game, Yoshi's Crafted World. That's a solid 6. If it was on the PS4 or Xbox, it'd probably be a 4. But the Switch is special to me. I can lay it in bed after me and the missus just made sweet, sweet love. I'm smoking a whiskey, and I can play it when I fall asleep on the bus. I don't know. They're just fun to pick up and play, and I care. I think that's a solid 6 for me. Next game, Shovel Knight Showdown. 7. Never played a Shovel Knight game, but that's another game I will get on my Switch. And yeah, I want to shovel stuff. So yeah, that's a 7. One of the big games right for my birthday. Mortal Kombat 11. That's a solid 9. The only reason it's not a 10 is because the footage they showed yesterday. I am not 100% sold on the Fatal Blow thing. If it adds more strategy, that's going to be awesome. But if it's cheap and it's an easy way to get damage, that's going to bring it down. I just feel that Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat 10 had their battle system so refined, and to change it up, it has me a little bit nervous. Virgil, give me some bath salts! Uh-oh, now we have our first 10. It's going to be a very controversial pick. Coming in at my first 10 of this video, Days Fucking Gone. Okay, I know. This game has the chance to be totally mediocre. This game could legit be pulling 60s when it gets released. But something about this game just has me super intrigued. I love the first 2 trailers they showed, and the magazine GameStop, I don't know. Game Informer, yeah, that's it. Good job, Tough. Game Informer showed 3-4 hours of the gameplay 8 months ago. It was pre-alpha or something. And yes, it looked extremely rough. The AI, especially if the humans, need a shit ton of work. But it is the alpha build, and that can be totally improved on. And just where the hordes were coming at you and all the ways you had to dodge and dash and jump and crawl. It reminded me of me because I have cat-like reflexes. You know, I think this game just has so much fucking potential, and even if it doesn't review well, I'll probably still get a share. It won't be a 10. But I'm excited about this game. It has given me like the same feeling that Deus Ex Human Revolution gave me, or The Last of Us, or Homefront. I didn't end that too strong, but I liked Homefront. But anyway, I am hyped about this game, so that is my first 10 of this video. Next video, we have Super Meat Boy Forever. You know, that's a 7. No, it's an 8. Because any game with Meat Boy in the title, I'm a meat boy, yeah, or a meat man, I mean, look at a big old pectoral, they know boy having that girlfriend. Now, I know the Super Meat Boy games are really hard from what I hear through the grapevine, so I'm excited about that game. So, as I said, gets an extra point for having a game called Meat Boy. It's an 8. Next game, we have another 8. We have Rage 2. Now, I know if you would have asked me 8 years ago, what do you think of Rage 1? I would have said that game's a 10 because the footage, it just was like, but I don't know. Part of me wants to love this game because ID has got their shit together so good. Then part of me remembers Avalanche is fucking working on this game. Avalanche? No! Their last good game, and I stress good, definitely not great, was Mad Max, because their last 2 Just Cause games just weren't that good. But I'm hoping that ID is just, you know, they've been killing it lately, and I'm hoping they kill it with Rage 2. Because Rage 1 had the foundation to be great, but it just didn't have the personality and, like, the, variety, and the car combat left a lot to be desired, so I'm hoping that Rage 2 can tighten that all up. So far it looks so good, but anyway. Next game, Team Sonic Racing. That's a 4. Yeah, I don't like these Mario Kart-esque racing games. They just too much luck and they're just not fun to me, so that's a solid 4. Next game, Crash Team Nitro Fuel. That's a 3. I like Sonic better than Crash, and I gave that a 4, so you're gonna get a 3. Same old bullshit, too much luck. Okay, next game, Shenmue 3. Okay, first of all, I don't see this game hitting its release date in, September, August. I think they just threw it out there because, you know, motherfuckers was bitching. But even if they do hit it, which if they do, I hope they are done, because if they're not, just keep pushing that shit back till it's what you have, what your vision is. I don't know, back when the Shenmue games first came out, open world was like new and cool. Now everyone does it. Like Ubisoft releases like 3,900 open world games a year, so they're really gonna have to show a lot to stand out. So yeah. Okay, next game we have Control. That's a 7 for me. If you haven't seen the game Control, look that shit up. For some reason, the developer is escaping my noggin. I want to say it's like the Alan Wake or something. I don't know. It's like, you know, 2019 version of Max fucking Payne. They got like slow-mo bullet time motherfuckers turning their body and... Yeah! It looks damn good. So yeah, that's a 7. I'm hyped. Alright, and the next title we got in this naughty but nice video is Dreams. I kind of feel like Dreams is trying to be like the PS4's version of Little Big Planet, but it keeps getting delayed, and there's like a beta, and dog, I just ain't want no part of that. Man, I didn't even like Journey, and everyone's on Journey's nuts, so what is you gonna bring me, Dreams? You're a 5, bruh. And then we have Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Usually when, that's a 6 by the way, usually when games have Odyssey in the title, they turn out to be neat. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that Space Odyssey games made by the Hellblade people. Super Mario Odyssey, even though that was way too easy. I don't know, Odyssey games are neat. And this is the game made by the fella that came up with the idea for the Assassin's Creed franchise. He worked on like 1 and 2 and more. But yes, this is like the indie studio of Rockstar. Rockstars are going to be the publisher, and they have like an indie studio. So the Rockstar games are special, let's be honest. So this game, to be published by them, it's gotta have something under the hood, if you catch my drift. Alright, and then we have Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. That's an 8 for me. This is like the 2019, or heck, even when it comes out, 2020 version of Castlevania. It's by the original makers of Castlevania, and the early people who's already played like the demo version of it said it's fucking great. And they released like a little mini game in 8-bit Castlevania Curse of the Moon. And that was a doggone good game. It was like, what, less than $10? But it was a dose. I had a good time with that game. It even made my top 5 indie games of 2018. So, what do you know? Okay, and then we have the pushed back Code Vein, which a lot of people are saying is the Dark Souls with vampires. I don't know. It's a 7 for me. I really hope it's good. I really hope it's challenging. But I watched some gameplay and it looks a little rough around the edges. So hopefully that 8 months they're using to polish it up work out. Okay, next game, Animal Crossing. That's a 5. I have some subbies that are hyped to the 9s about Animal Crossing. I never played a game, so I don't know what the hype's about. But, you know, sometimes it can go great. I'm looking at you, Persona and Dragon Quest. Or, sometimes it can go kind of down in the dumps. Looking at you, Fable 3 for the Xbox 360. I understand that was the worst Fable game, but still, I don't know. Hopefully, Animal Crossing comes correct, but I'm not, you know, holding my hopes up. That's not even working. Oh, snap, y'all. We have another 10. Death Stranding. Okay, this game might not come out in 2019. It might not come out in 2020. Gee whiz, it might not even come out for the PS4. But it has the King Kojima. And what I always say, in Kojima, we trust. I have my fingers crossed. This will be the next franchise that Sony owns that is like the new Metal Gear Solid. I don't know, I have nothing to back it up other than it having Norman Reedus and it being a stunning game. But as I said, the master runs it, so it is a 10 for anticipation. Next game, Catherine Full Body. Okay, I played the original Catherine on the PS3. I don't think a lot of people played that game. And it was, well, it was a anime puzzle game where a broski had to balance between like 3 bitches or 2 bitches. In this game, oh boy, has 3 bitches and still doing the puzzles. This game was known for how hard it was. I remember people were talking about how easy is hard, normal is impossible, and hard is, I want to pull my fucking pubes out. But I'm happy to say I beat the game on normal, and I didn't look at a single tip on YouTube to get through the level. So I am all in, but I'm all in for Catherine Full Body, and I will begin it. So that is a 7. It would be higher, but I already played it, so I don't know. Okay, next game. This is my most anticipated indie game. My Friend Pedro, coming in at 9. Yes. Okay, My Friend Pedro is like, I don't know, I'd say it's like a Max Payne, Hotline Miami, bouncing bullets off shit. If you haven't seen it, you need to look up the trailer, and you're finna crap your pants. So may I recommend you wear some Depends. Okay, and after My Friend Pedro, our next game is Skull and Bones. This is a Ubisoft game. They said they got the inspiration for this game from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was one of the best AC games ever made up until Origins came along. It was my favorite AC title. Now, this game is a solid 7, and it could be even higher if I see some footage. They need to have it so you can actually raid ships, like come on ships and have hand-to-hand battle. And I want to see like an in-depth fighting system, like For Honor style. You know, if they do shit like that with, you know, great graphics and, you know, a deeper ship battle system, this game could be a Game of the Year contender, but right now, it's a solid 7. Next, we have the classic Gears of War 5. It's a 6 for me, I'm not gonna lie. I know Gears is beloved by tons of people, and I played Gears 1 through 3, and I bought 4, but I never even unwrapped 4 to play it, so how am I going to give Gears of War 5 love when I haven't even unwrapped 4? I don't know, maybe it's just funny me. Oh, jeez. Next game, we have the resurrection of the super ultra hard original Nintendo classic Battletoads. That's a 6. I did play Battletoads back in the day. I don't remember it being hard. I was like 8. I lost at all video games back then. So I'm sure Battletoads is extremely hard to me. But, kind of like Toe Jam and Earl, the nostalgia just kind of has me interested. So yes, it is a 6. Next game, Ori, Will of the Wisp. That's a solid 7. I played the first Ori game. It was a great Metroidvania game. But I feel like in the last, couple years, Metroidvania games have been coming fucking correct. We have Hollow Knight. We have the Guacamole games. We have what I'm playing now, which is an excellent game, Cursed Kingdom. I can't remember the rest of the name. So, Ori and Will of the Wisp really has to come strong. I'm definitely going to get it. It's a 7. But yeah, we're going to see. The genre's kind of been up. Okay, and the 40th game, I am hyped up. Streets of Rage 4. That's a solid 8 for me. I don't know how many people played Mother Russia Bleeds, but that game showed that old school beat 'em up has a place in gaming today. And Streets of Rage 4 from the early screenshot, the game just looks gorgeous. And I have a feeling that this game's going to be really, really good. So it's going to be a day one buy for me unless it just is horrible or something and the people stay the fuck away. But yes, it is a solid 8. Oh! The next game's a 9. That's even better. It's a Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, but 6 months ago, CD Red, whatever, they said this game was playable from start to finish. And I saw the hour demo they showed at E3, and some people complained, but dude, I thought the game looked incredible. And the new rumor that they want to have fully destructible environments. I mean, I saw that demo where they were shooting through the wall. That game was amazing. They show more. This game could easily be a 10. It is right out of my top echelon of games, but I am hyped to the nines about this game. I just don't know when it'll come because I hear they're trying to polish the game incredibly to have Red Dead Redemption 2 or The Last of Us type polish. But Red Dead 2 had some issues. It was very finicky. If you hitched your horse in the wrong spot, it wouldn't continue the mission. But I'm just going on about nothing. Okay, next game. The Surge 2. That's a 4. A lot of people said Surge was kind of like a sci-fi version of Dark Souls. It just did not seem anywhere near as fluid or anywhere near as creative. So Surge 2 would really, really have to show me something. But right now, it's just a 4. Oh, but now we have a game that is a 9. And it's probably a game that not many have heard of. Wasteland 3. Man, Wasteland, fun fact, Wasteland is where the Fallout series got its inspiration. And Wasteland 2 was an excellent game. It came out around the time that games like Pillars of Eternity and Divinity Original Sin were coming out, and in my opinion, that was the best of the bunch. So I am mad hyped for Wasteland 3. Okay, next game. And this is a game so many people are hyped about. And, I'm not trying to hate, but I'm just not seeing it because I don't think this developer has the pedigree to... I've never seen this developer make a legit great game. And that's Ghost of Tisham. Yeah, I said below, I'm big on, money, special effects, so yes. This game's a solid 7, and I'd be lying if I said the masses had an influence this far, because so many people are talking about how great this game's gonna be. I mean, yes, the infamous games, they were a lot of fun, but they were far from great. And I just don't know about this game. I think Sekiro is a far safer bet for a game to be great. But I don't know. Still going to look into it. Still want to play it. So Ghost of yes is a 7. Alright, and game number 45 on the Tuphosaurus Rex hype meter. Luigi's Mansion 3, that's a 7. Now, I'm not sure, how does Luigi afford a mansion on a plumber's salary? Is he like the owner of a plumbing company? See, they never went into that, and hopefully Luigi's Mansion will touch on the topic more, where he's, But yes, it's a Switch game, and I'd like bump games up for the Switch. I look this on the PS4, Xbox, it'd be like a, I don't know, like a 4. But it's on the Nintendo, and Nintendo, just right now I'm on that, like, I haven't had a Nintendo system since the N64, so it's getting like that new shiny feeling to me, and I can play it while I'm like taking a movie. So yes, it's a 7, I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun with it. Next game, Concrete Genie. 5. I don't know, I've heard good things about this game, but I didn't play the last Genie game, whatever it was called. But, you know, if it's as good as the masses say, I'm sure I'll like it. Right now. It's just average on the hype meter. Next game, Toy Story 4. 1. I don't like animation movies. When I take the kids to the missions, I fall asleep. Every time my son Blanket wants to go, I go into my slumber 5 minutes into the movie. So yes, this game I don't want to play at all. I don't care how well it reviews. It'd have to be the fucking Lion King of PS4 for me to get my grubby little hands in the game. So it is a 1. And on a more positive note, we have Wolfenstein Youngblood carried in at 8. Now, I don't think Wolfenstein Youngblood will be able to match the amazingness what was Wolfenstein 2. You know, I love that game. It had the great story, characters, and setting. I know a lot of you guys, a bigger YouTuber, they'd be like, oh, look at that guy spouting his old propaganda, SJW propaganda. Man, fuck that, dog! It was just a little deuces game, man. The story had me, like, on the edge of my shoulder, like, wondering what was going on. Woo! You know, I am totally basing Youngbloods on the hype of Wolfenstein 2, but I don't care because that was probably the best first-person shooter campaign. Campaign being the main word I ever played. I played first-person shooters that had a better overall package. I'm not talking about just campaign here. Wolfenstein Youngblood is like made for 2 people. It's co-op, and I don't know if it's going to be anywhere near as good as Wolfenstein 2, but I have my fingers crossed, so it is an 8. Next game, Babylon Falls. That's a 7. Platinum Games. Anything that Platinum Games releases, I will at least give bare minimum a 6. I fucking hate Transformers. I think those movies are so damn boring. But even I would give that game a 7 just because it was fun. That game was fucking 4 hours long, for Pete's sake. It was $60 and I still liked it. But it's because Platinum Games, they know how to make the hack and slash move round. Of course, I'd rather see him release Bayonetta 3, but hey, I will take some Babylon Falls. Oh yes, that is a 7. And my 50th game of the video, coming towards the end, is Judgment. That's a 4. That's another Yakuza spin-off. Yakuza games are very hit or miss with me. Like I said, they need to improve and update their combat system, and then they would be a great game. They would literally be like up in the top 10 game of the year list for every year they release the game. But right now, it's just so simple and basic. And for this to be a spin-off title, my height meter's just not getting there. So as I said, it is a 4. Okay, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's a 9, broski. I played Final Fantasy VII like the first disc back in like 1999 or 2000, and I was blown away by that game. Now, I'm not 100% convinced this game will ever be made because it's massive. It was on 4 discs, and they just don't seem to be making progress with it. But even if they just copied the game and just updated the graphics, they didn't even like change it like they do with like games like Shadow of the Cloud and Shadow of the Colossus Remake or Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 1, if they just updated the graphics, I'd be happy with it because it was such an amazing game. Okay, next game, we have Wild. That's where like you can be like any animal. It's like a PS4 exclusive. I don't want to be an animal. I have my unfixed cat if I need entertainment. Yeah. Game 52. Halo Infinite. That's a 5. You know, I've played a few Halo games, but I've always been more of like a Battlefield, Destiny, Call of Duty. Basically, I was into every game except Halo, I played them, but they never just, caught on to me. Also, I was more of a PlayStation fella, and you know that game's an Xbox exclusive, so I'll just leave it there. And the final game on the Toughmeisters hype video happens to be a 10. Does anyone know what it could be? Last of Us 2. Oh, who said that? I don't know who said that, but they are right. Do I really need to explain why The Last of Us 2 is a 10? It's fucking amazing. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be polished. The multiplayer is not gonna be for everyone, but those that will like it. Me will just revere and love how unique and slow and plotting it is. It's just Last of Us 2. Out of all the 10s, that might be my number one 10 of 10. 10A. Where Death Stranding would be 10B and Days Gone to be 10C. You catch my drift? Okay, so those are my games for the hype meter. Okay, so yes, that is 53 or 54 games. That's a lot of games off the top of my noggin. Actually, that's a lot. I have a list right here that I have been reading off that I prepared, so it's not off the top of my noggin. I looked on Wikipedia and I wrote, okay. Those are how hyped I am for games that are coming out within the next year or 2 or 3, and how I am actually hyped about them today. These games obviously could go up or down depending on footage shown and how my prostate feels that day, but as of now, those are my rankarooskies. Wow, you guys, look at me spilling my heart out to all of you on the YouTube, but do you all think less of me because I made myself so vulnerable? Or do you think, or do you applaud me because of my courage? Well,
I've got eyes on
what do you guys think?
hostile.
I'd like to know. Fucking answer me! No, I forgot. And when I record a video and talk, you guys can't talk back. I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I sometimes forget how the intraweb works. I'm one of those guys that just fixes his TV by pushing a ton of buttons and opens up and happens. Okay, so anywho, you can tell my big games are Death Stranding, The Last of Us 2, and Days Gone, followed by Mortal Kombat 11, Wasteland 3, My Friend Pedro, and Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, and Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Obviously, there's gonna be amazing games that come out of nowhere and make me shit myself, but as of today, this is how I feel. I guess Dragon Age 4 would be a 10, but I don't feel we've seen anything. I don't feel like we've got a legit information on that. It could be some fucking MMO, not even an MMO. It could be Fallout bullshit. And I don't think BioWare's gonna make that mistake that Deceiving made. So no, I think Dragon Age 4 would be a solid 10. Also, if they ever announced a new Command and Conquer game that was a legit real-time strategy game that kind of went in its roots, the games that came out in 95, battles and shit like that, that would probably be a legit 9 or 10 to me as well. Also, Hotline Miami 3 would be a 10 if it, was ever announced. I don't think that's in development. Persona 6, Cuphead 2, Metal Gear Solid Remake, those would all be my dream games that would be instant 10s. Honestly, out of all those games, Hotline Miami 3 is probably the only game we will never see. A Metal Gear Solid Remake, I do honestly think we'll see that sometime in the future. But, it could be shit just because Kojima is gone, but hopefully they would just update it for current graphical standards and not, add a bunch of Konami microtransaction pinball Asian used panty machine poo-poo bullshit. Also, yes, Left 4 Dead 3 and a new Twisted Metal game, those would be 9s to me, or no, even 10. Fuck, the Toughmeister needs to stop. I could go all day doing this mixed shit. Okay, now that a lot of you saw me wear my heart on my
Another
sleeve and
agent is
tell
joining
you all
your
how
team.
hyped I am for upcoming games, I want to know what your hype meter for games that are coming are.
An
Shucks!
division agent is
You
down.
can even tell me how hyped you are for games that don't exist, like I did for, Left 4 Dead 3 or Hotline Miami 19. PS4 and Xbox One probably have less than 2 years left, so they are reaching the end of their life cycles. So tell me what you think about these systems' Twilight games. The games that are coming before.
An agent has left your team.
Comment below and I will comment back like always, and the person that comments the most will receive a nude pic from me. Oh, but just so we're all clear and we're all on the same page, I will be wearing nipple talons. Yeah, sorry, but it's just like, I'm so fucking sexy, and I'm not gonna give all this away for free, you guys. I mean, come on now. Okay, so anyway, I want you all to have a swell and happy Friday. Go get high, smoke that crack, and snort the bath salts, and do your Newport cigarettes, and get high, doggone. It's Friday high day, and you know what? I'm gonna get all of you people out there. I'm gonna get your motors running. Y'all know how I do. XO, Gossip Tuffy, out!
Fighters are at dangerous levels.
Where's she answering? And who am I? That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip.